what's up everybody? Welcome back to another live video series for Happy Day Getaways. And today we're going to be talking about Colombia! Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started by introducing ourselves. I'm Jorge and I'm the social media director.
I'm Katie and I'm your vacation specialist.
I'm Jenny from the Foodie Corner.
Alright, so we're going to do the same thing as we do every week. We're going to be talking about the destination tips of places to check out in the different cities in Colombia. Then we're going to be talking about the deal of the week, and this one is going to be special if you're a foodie, so stick around for that. And then we're going to go into the Foodie Corner, so it's a perfect segue to our Foodie Corner, get some tips of foods to eat while you're there. But before we get started with the destination tips, let's talk about what we do as a travel agency. So Katie, what do we do?
So we have a travel agency that specializes in a variety of different vacation packages. We do cruises, we do land packages, that includes tours, resort stays, villas, sightseeing. We can tack on airfare to your vacation. We make the perfect vacation package for you. And we go anywhere in the world. So you name a destination and we will get you there.
Yeah. And we should have a video on everything that we do more in depth coming up here in the next few weeks. So stay tuned for that. We'll go ahead and get started with Colombia, beautiful Colombia, in Bogota. Bogota is the capital of Colombia. It is a high altitude city, and as you can see, it's surrounded by mountains. It is a beautiful blend of modern versus a lot of culture. And so what are the things you get to Colombia, you get to Bogota? What are the things you should check out? Well, for sure, you need to check out this very famous neighborhood. It is called La Candelaria. And this is a very picturesque, very boutique, picture-perfect location. A lot of the roads are made out of cobblestone, so it is a great Instagram destination. Another big tourist attraction is the Gold Museum, Museo de Oro. And as you know, Colombia has a lot of history with mining gold, and a lot of different operations were held there in the past and even ongoing right now. So this is one of the most popular destinations when you go to Bogota. Is the Museum of Gold. You get to see a number of gold pieces, and so definitely a must thing. And then the third thing would be Plaza Bolivares. This is the main square in the center of the city. It has a very historical building, but then also it's right by where the presidential building is at. So great location to go take some pictures, and those are just amongst other great destinations to check out while in Bogota.
All right, next up is Cartagena. Cartagena is a beautiful city on the Caribbean coast, and it is a very popular tourist destination for a lot of travelers. This city is famous for its colorful cobblestone streets and its stark contrast between its old and its new neighborhoods. Visit the old part of the city to see the historic architecture, artwork, and various street vendors throughout the city. Just outside of the city of Cartagena is the volcano El Totumo, where you can actually get in the volcano and experience a mud bath, which apparently is very relaxing.
A mud bath, huh?
Yeah.
That sounds interesting.
Or you can take a day trip to Las Islas del Rosario for a relaxing beach day. So there's a lot you can do in Cartagena.
Yeah. All right. So next up is Medellin, and Medellin has a lot of things to do. So some of the things that we'll recommend today is check out Museum de Antioquia. Little tongue twister there. Museo de Antioquia, and it is a very popular museum. It's probably #1 destination in Medellin. Another thing to put on your list while visiting Medellin is check out the cable metro system. Essentially, it's this cable cars that traverse parts of the city, but you can also take them up. It's about a 15 to 25 minute ride up into the mountainous area, and you get this beautiful overlook of the city of Medellin. Now, if you're a dancer like me, Medellin has some of the best salsa dancing spots in Colombia. So bring those dancing shoes and head on to a beautiful night out in the city of Medellin.
All right, next up is Guatapé, and this is one of the most colorful cities in Colombia. For a more unique experience, you can climb La Piedra del Peñón, which is a large rock formation about 2 kilometers from the city. At the top of the climb, there are souvenir shops and a restaurant where you can eat with an amazing view. If heights are not your thing, you can definitely stay more towards sea level and experience some of the water sports that are in the area. So definitely, if you're a climber, got something for you. If you just want adventure in the water, perfect for you too.
All right, guys. Well, next up is the islands of San Andres and Providencia. These are beautiful islands, and they're not very popular. You probably never heard of them before, and that's a good thing. These are some of the most unspoiled islands in the entire Caribbean. The islands are actually closer to Nicaragua than they are to Colombia, and they host really beautiful, fine white sand. You also get crystal clear blue water, as you can see on the picture. Different marine life, and if you're a diver, there's some great diving spots that you can check out while you're visiting there as well. So definitely put it on your list. Won't be running into many tourists. So if that's something that you're looking for, we can make that happen.
All right, and next up is Salento. And this is one of the most visited cities in the Coffee Triangle in Colombia. It is, of course, recommended to go on a coffee tour where you can see where some of the best coffee in the world is harvested. Nearby Salento is the Valle de Corcora, which is a beautiful nature trail, and you can either hike the trail or if you just want to go exploring, you can rent a Jeep and explore the trail on your own at a higher pace. On the trail, you'll find a hummingbird reserve, which is the perfect spot to take a break, take some pictures, and just get out of the sun for a little bit.
Okay, next up is Barranquilla. And Barranquilla is known because it has the largest carnival festival in Colombia. So I know this is in Brazil, but if you're in Colombia around the same time as Carnival, check out Barranquilla. It is the spot to go. Now, aside from that, there's other things that you can do. You can go to the beautiful golden beaches, as you can see in the picture, and also the Tayrona National Park. Tayrona National Park runs along the coast and goes inward. And so this is a great destination if you want to spend some beautiful one-day hikes into the rainforest and back. Get to see some beautiful animals as you see in the picture. But then also you can get into the sand in the beach at night or throughout the day. And Barranquilla and right outside of the Tayrona National Park, it is very popular for diving. And the reason why is because it has the highest amount of shipwrecks right around that area. So if you're a diver, you know that wherever there's shipwrecks, you're gonna have an abundance of marine life, great photography spots. Also, there's reefs nearby. So put this in your bucket list if that's something that interests you.
All right, and next up is the Santuario de las Lajas, which is one of the most beautiful churches in the world. This church sits on a bridge that is 130 feet above the Guaitara River. The sanctuary has stunning architecture and a rich history of legends about the appearance of the Holy Virgin in the church. For the best view, you can get in a cable car and have a beautiful aerial view of the area and the valley below.
All right. Well, we'll finalize the destinations by talking a little bit about the Santa Marta Mountains. You can see right here, you start out in the city of Minca. This isn't a popular destination right now, but it's definitely increasing in popularity, mainly amongst the hiking community. This is a great destination. You start out at the city of Minca, and then you have a lot of one-day hikes to the top of the mountain range, and you get rewarded with a beautiful view of the clean blue water and the bay. So definitely recommend it if you're more of an outdoor active person. Check out Minca, check out the Santa Marta mountain range, and make it your perfect getaway. So that's it for the different destination tips for today. Now we're gonna talk about what are some of the best times to go. So Katie, what are the best times to go to Colombia if somebody is watching and wants to go?
So it is hot year round in Colombia, but if you want to have the least amount of rain, you're gonna want to go between December and March.
Nice. Yeah, I don't want to get caught by rain, but I would definitely pack the rain jacket just in case.
Just in case, we're
Yeah.
prepared.
And who would be the perfect person to go to Colombia? Who do you think would enjoy visiting Colombia?
Someone who's a very outdoorsy person would love Colombia. Someone who's very active, because as you can see, there's a lot of outdoorsy activities with all the beautiful nature parks. And even the streets are very walkable. So bring your good walking shoes because you're going to be outside a lot and just experiencing a lot of beautiful nature scenes. And also someone who really just enjoys unique cities because as you can see with all the colorful cities in Colombia, a lot of the historical architecture, Colombia is a place like no other when it comes to really unique cities.
Okay. All right. Well, we made it past the destination. Last video of the week. Woo! There you have it, guys. It is a cruise. Click something there. It's a cruise and it covers several different destinations in the Caribbean. It leaves from Tampa, Florida. So if you're not in Tampa, you're gonna have to fly and get there, and we can arrange everything for you. You get to visit the Cayman Islands. You get to visit Colombia, and you get to visit Panama. You get to visit Costa Rica and Mexico. And the port in Colombia that you get to visit is Cartagena. Cartagena is one of the most visited cities in Colombia. It's actually the most visited city in Colombia, and it's exactly because of this. There's a lot of cruises that end up in Cartagena, and also you have a lot of really good flight options to get to Cartagena. The price is, take into account, this is an 11-day cruise itinerary. This one is specifically for January 24th of 2021, so this would be in the ideal time frame that Katie was talking about earlier. And the price starting is $1,279 US per person. That's a pretty good deal. 11 days, multiple countries, and that's the starting price. It used to be 1,764. So we're seeing that because of the current situation, prices are lower than they can be, and we can get you those prices. We can get some other added bonus to that. So something to note about this: this is a celebrity cruise. So Celebrity is a brand that is more on the deluxe side of things, and this cruise line really caters more towards the more foodie slash um, drink connoisseur kind of traveler, because they really put a lot of attention to detail to the food that they serve, the presentation, the taste. So if you're a foodie, this is definitely another reason why you should talk about or plan a cruise like this. We're gonna put our link in the description at the end. So if you have any questions about it, we can talk all day about this. This is a great cruise itinerary, but we can put our link so you can reach out to us afterwards. So this is a perfect segue, like I said, because you go from a really great foodie focused cruise to the Foodie Corner.
Hey, welcome to the Colombian Foodie Corner. As you know, I will begin with the starters. Number 1, arepa. It's possible the most popular food in Colombia. They are made and served in almost every restaurant as well as at home. It's made with a corn maze flattened into a disc shape and grilled until it's crispy on the outside and mouth-watering on the inside. Number 2, pan de bono. They are basically little balls of dough made from corn flour, cassava starch, cheese, and eggs. Number 3, empanadas. You probably had empanadas before as these are eaten all over America. However, the empanadas in Colombia differ slightly from other versions. They are made with a corn wrapper and they are deep fried. You want to try a Colombian empanada when they are just fresh out of the fryer. Now, Colombia is very famous for its mouth-watering soups, such as the ajiaco soup. This is made with chicken, 3 kinds of potatoes, corn, and a herb called guascas. Another very popular option is the sancocho soup. This hearty stew that's popular all throughout South America with a few regional variations. You'll often find a sancocho with a few different kinds of meat, plantains, potatoes, corn, and yuca. It's also served with a side of white rice and a few slices of avocado. Now let's move to the big dishes. And when I refer to the big dishes, I'm talking that you wanna be ready and you wanna be badly hungry to eat a lot. Number one, cazuela de mariscos. It's a creamy seafood stew which is popular along the coast. It's made with coconut milk, various vegetables, and whatever seafood you have at hand. Another option is lechona. It consists of an entire pig stuffed with rice, onions, peas, and spices. It's then toasted in a clay for up to 12 hours. Number three, bandeja paisa. This is a national dish of Colombia, and it's also a very high caloric meal as it consists of rice, plantain, arepa, avocado, mincemeat, chorizo, black sausage, and fried pork rind. And another very good option is the fritanga. This is a wonderful mix offal. While it doesn't sound delicious, fritanga is a great way to try out bites of meat you wouldn't normally eat. And finally, as our sweet dish, patacones. These are fried plantains, and you do this by smashing the plantain into a flat pancake and double frying it. The result is crispy but chewy, warm, and slightly savory dessert.
Ooh la la.
Don't leave, because now it's time for the top 3 restaurants. Number 1, Andrés Carne de ReS. It specializes in grilled meats and typical Colombian dishes. If you go, order with sharing in mind so that you can sample everything. Arepas, papas criollas, chicharrones, lomo al trapo, and a lot more. The rest is pure fun, like music, over-the-top decor, and improv actors. And if you like parties, I highly recommend you to go on the Saturdays de Fiesta. This one is located in Cudinamarca, which is a 45 minutes drive from Bogota. I know it's far, but it's worth it. Number 2, Petronio. In here you can enjoy Afro-Pacific rhythms live every Friday. This one is located in Bogota. And number 3, Colosal. Here you will enjoy your meal along with one of the most beautiful views of the city, located in Medellin. It's pretty much all for today, and if you are interested in any of the restaurants, you can always check down in the description box.
Alright guys, well we made it to the video and we thank you guys for joining up. So as always, if you like this video, hit the subscribe button in the bottom right corner, and if you want to see more content, that's not necessarily video, but we do have a lot of daily content on our social media, so Instagram, Facebook, our links are right there. Feel free to follow us and get all the different tips and recommendations. You also get sneak peeks of all our different destinations in our social media on the stories. If you're interested about what we talked about today and you want to get more information, there's our phone number and our email. So feel free to reach out to us, ask us any questions that you may have. And if you just want to get a general idea of what prices are or what other destinations are, look at some of the best deals out there for travel, just go onto our website, happydayGetaways.com, and you'll be able to see a lot of different destinations that you can check out, but also get pricing ideas and whatnot, and we can start your plan from there. But thank you guys for everybody that joined us live, and thank you guys again for following us. We appreciate everybody that just jumped on. So next week we're gonna be doing Indonesia. So we hope you're excited. It's completely on the other side of the world, somewhere over here, and very exciting. So stay tuned for that. What do we always say, guys?
Happy travels!
Happy travels! Bye!